leaving Windsor Castle. He's talking to the King. So,
standing there on the steps.
Yeah, he's heading off to Chequers, of course. Melania, the First Lady, is remaining behind with the Princess of Wales. But they seem pretty engaged and friendly, as you'd expect. Will the President be tempted to say anything? He's always tempted to say something, isn't he?
Well, they're shaking hands. Oh, he's clasped the King's hand. There was quite a lot of speculation yesterday about the handshake, because apparently Donald Trump's handshake is so famous there is an entire Wikipedia page dedicated to it. Let's listen in.
No, that's it.
As a journalist, I always need to remember more in less time. And you know what I really hate? Taking notes. It wastes loads of time and you forget stuff. And that's where Claude comes in. This is the Claude Note, a sleek, pro-level AI note-taker that records and creates notes for you. Whether you're listening to a long podcast, stuck in a meeting, or on an important call, Claude captures everything at the tap of a button. Then it gives you a smart, structured summary with all of the key takeaways. It even recognises different speakers by their voice, and you can choose from bullet points, to-do lists, or even mind maps. Your data's safe too, with end-to-end encryption and global privacy compliance. And with Claude's built-in AI, you can search everything you've ever recorded just by asking a question. It's slim, magnetic, under 30 grams, lasts up to 60 days on standby, and over 1 million people are already using it. Hit the link in the description and use code GB10 for £10 off your Claude order. Save hours of time and never miss a detail again. Link in the description below.
The President of the United States helicopter is landing in those beautifully manicured grounds at Chequers. That was amazing, the helicopter. He brought 3 with it, Miriam. It's extraordinary, isn't it? I mean, presidents don't travel lightly.
No,
that's for sure. So he'll be greeted, presumably, at the door of Chequers by our Prime Minister. So let's have a look. Catherine Forster is there for us, of course. There'll be security protection officers everywhere. 2nd helicopter is landing. But he's brought 3, so I imagine all 3 of them are going to land.
What can you tell us, Catherine? I'm not sure Catherine can hear us.
Was Starmer at the banquet?
Yes, of course.
Oh, I never saw it.
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
Sorry, Catherine.
Now, yeah.
Catherine, tell us the latest.
Speak loudly over the noise of those helicopters.
Hello, yes, so literally a huge, huge noise. I could see the helicopter just above the tents for the press. The wind is blowing, an enormous wind. I'm probably 200, 300 metres away from where Marine Force, or one of the helicopters, there's several of them, isn't there, has touched down. I can just see there's another one coming in now, hordes of people. Another helicopter landing now, US of A on the side. Forgive me, that's one on the ground, another one about to touch down. I'm not sure, I couldn't see how many there were all. Okay, 2 on the ground now. Unfortunately, for my line of vision, there's a few trees in the way. 2 on the ground, the noise, and the 3rd one, I think, about to touch down now, which looks to me like it's likely to be Marine One, the one that is actually bringing President Donald Trump to Chequers for this historic 2nd day of his 2nd state visit, something which has simply never happened before. The noise is incredible. The wind from the rotating blades of the helicopters, you can feel it even though I'm a few hundred meters away. So many officials in the area, so many press. Of course, so many of these press have been at events like this dozens and dozens of times, but even for them, everybody has got their cameras out because, you know, we're watching history. This is history being made here. So just trying to see the hatches open. People are coming down out of the helicopter. Trying to see now. A whole load of people getting off that helicopter, but there is another one now flying in. Oh my goodness. Right, so we've got 1, 2, 3. This president. I thought that other one was, and again, we've got huge noise, which I'm sure you're hearing. I've just seen our lovely Bev Turner. Hey, Bev, walking in. She's just running into Chequers. And now, I think this is the fourth and final helicopter about to land. Presumably, Donald Trump will be on this one. I'm just trying to see exactly where it is. It is slightly obscured by the trees. Okay. I'm knelt right down so I can see it. Just touching down now, isn't it? Okay. So that's 4 helicopters here. I think this is the final one. I don't hear any more in the sky. Is this the one that's bringing the president? We shall see in the next few seconds, I imagine. Okay. So, the noise is dropping down now as the engines are being switched off. Just trying to move the camera a little bit where I'm standing so that we can see what's going on. Okay. There's a whole
Carol
load.
and Jonathan List with us.
A whole load.
Have you got an invitation from Liz?
No, I think I may have got an invitation from Boris, but I couldn't make it. As far as I remember.
Gone, but I mean,
I wish I had. It doesn't.
But what is
amaze me.
extraordinary? I mean, the people we've seen going into Chequers is just the tip of the iceberg, because his entourage is 1,000 strong.
Extraordinary.
Because these are officials who are getting down to. Jonathan Liz may mock the state visit, but these officials are getting down to the hard graft
The business.
of trade.
You know, this is actually a business trip.
It is a business trip.
It is absolutely a business trip. And you
we
know,
can now see, by the way, the team of cars now, that'll be 12 strong.
yeah. I mean, it's a business trip. You know, Starmer also wants them to make, never mind the tech deals and the finances, Starmer wants them to, Starmer's going to ask them to look more favourably to Ukraine. He wants him to support Ukraine. That's one of the things he's going to talk about him today. That's hence why he's been buttered up so well for the last day and a half by the King. So we want things from him.
Well, I tell you what else he should talk to Trump about, and that is the deepening. It's impossible to imagine it deepening any further, but the deepening catastrophe in Gaza, because now the government is making much more in its overtures to a Palestinian state, for example, and inching closer to a global consensus that this is a genocide, although it did say that.
Well, Jonathan, on that, what he's doing, the Prime Minister, he's going to wait till Donald Trump is safely out of the country before he takes the next step to recognising a Palestinian
Well,
state.
that'll happen in the UN General Assembly.
Hasn't Trump already said he is ready to recognise?
I'm not sure he's at that stage.
I read that this morning.
But the Prime Minister is moving very quickly. But again, that will be a subject I suspect they won't spend much time talking about.
Because this is about Britain today, Chris. It's about.
You just said Ukraine, Carol, a second ago.
Yes, I did that, but I know that's what he's going to talk about.
Okay,
Ukraine
but he's allowed to talk about other things as well.
We support Ukraine, and what he wants
and we
is
should support
America
the Palestinian people as well.
So, I mean, you're just being. Carry on. Carry on, you're just being ridiculous.
How am I being ridiculous? You said that Starmer would talk to Trump about Ukraine. I hope he does
because
that.
We're
and I hope
involved.
he also talks about the situation in Israel.
A bright red tie.
Just count the helicopter. Yes, a bright red tie. Interesting choice of tie. Everything is significant. He's just saluting to the American troops outside. He's going to get into the beast. He's waving. He's revelling in every minute of this caramel.
Of course he is. I mean, this is what he wants. This is his vision of Britain. This is what he wants it to look like. But, you know, make no mistake, when he gets into those meetings, he's going to hammer home what he wants as well.
Well, he's the deal maker.
Well, he's the deal maker. And you know, Starmer has been telling the world for the past week and a half that there'll be concessions made on steel. And we know for a fact that's not going to happen now. I mean, Trump has made that clear already. It's not going to happen. But there may be other concessions.
Yeah.
He may make concessions on the whiskey. He may make other ones. Who knows? But, you know, that's what he's here for.
Okay, what happens if Trump leaves and we have gained nothing of the substance that you talk about? Will you still hold to your view that you said a moment ago that we needed to do this in order to get things from him?
Yeah. What we're trying to do is repair the damage that is being done by this government to Donald Trump reputation. Donald Trump has actually been insulted and denigrated by this government.
Well, it's not this government. It's by members of this government before they're in power. J.D. Vance called America's Hitler.
Carol, I'm broadly supportive of the Trump government. I'm a massive fan of J.D. Vance. I like the kind of changes they're trying to bring. And I'm clearly not a Labour supporter, but even I would say that actually the one thing that the government has done quite well is to make friends with this Trump administration, despite the political differences. And yes, the tariffs are hurting us, and some of the things that they've said are hurting us, but we're faring so much better than our European neighbours. Yes, we are. And that has to be in part down to the efforts that have been made. So how can you say
it's also because we're not in the EU.
Quite possibly, yes.
Because we're able to do a deal.
Yes.
We're able to do a deal. Because Trump hates the EU.
Yeah, but make no mistake, Miriam, we're doing quite well because Trump has decided to look favourably upon us in a way he's not looking favourably.
But why do you think that is, Carol?
Well, I mean, I think you're right. I think for some bizarre reason he likes Starmer. He likes the
bizarre reason you slag off Starmer and say that Trump likes Starmer. I mean, which side of the
You tell me what I mean.
They do appear to get on. Trump and stuff, and which is odd.
I have said time and time again that obviously the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom needs to have a good working relationship with the President of the United States. That does not mean rolling out the red carpet for him at every opportunity.
It kind of
does. I don't think it does.
It's called diplomacy. It's what diplomacy is all about. You butter the person up you want something from.
Soft power, Dominic. We're going to go back to Catherine Forster because the President of the United States is about to go into Chequers. Let's see who's going to greet him. Catherine Forster, the floor is yours.
Yes, so literally in the last few seconds, a whole convoy of incredibly big black vehicles, including the Beast. We saw the US President looking out the window at all the assembled press. There are dozens and dozens and dozens of us here. He gave us all a wave and then they drove through the gates into the grounds of Chequers. I hope you can hear now the bagpipers. I got a look at them earlier. They were wearing a fabulous sort of purple and dark blue tartan. Of course, Donald Trump very proud of his Scottish heritage. His mother Scottish. He has that golf course in Turnberry that he was only at just a couple of months ago. A great love of Scotland, a great love of Britain and the royal family, and my goodness, didn't they do an incredible job yesterday. I don't think anybody could have been happier with how it went. Donald Trump, the pictures of him standing with the King and the Queen, a smile so wide. I don't think I've seen a smile like that on Donald Trump's face since he was standing with our late Queen on the last state visit. So this arrival now greeted by the Prime Minister and Lady Starmer. He will then be shown Sir Winston Churchill archives which are kept at Chequers, and a little bit later there will be a Red Devils parachute display too. Great too, seeing our own Bev Turner. She got off one of those helicopters, she came running up the path, gave us a wave and has gone into Chequers for that press conference a bit later.